This is a practice to bring in, especially for a rainy day. Everyone's different. I think sometimes with the rain, some of us maybe, feel gloomy or wanting to be inside, curl up with a cozy book. And some of us may want to kind of resist that feeling by, wanting to do even more, right? Be more in the fire than the water. And I think it's important to find a balance in that. Let yourself be in the water, be in the calm, while also allowing yourself to feel energized. So this practice is gentle. We will be bringing in some twists to kind of cultivate that heat in your body. And as always, if there is something that calls to you in the moment, and it's something that is different than what I am doing, please trust yourself and trust your own inner wisdom. Because in that moment, that is what you need. So I have my bolster I'm sitting up on. You can use a pillow. I've got my blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can use a couple of books or maybe some soup cans, something to just help bring the ground a little bit closer to you. And yeah, we're gonna start in Balasana today. So to come into your child's, you can have your legs together, or if you'd rather bring your knees a little further apart and your feet or big toes together. Either way, you'll guide your hips down to your heels. Bring the palms out in front of you, face down. And just nice and slowly, maybe you take a little sway side to side just to feel into your hip space. That space where water is often experienced. And then when you're ready to find some stillness, guide yourself down. Feel the front of your heart softening to the earth. Your head can stay lifted. If there's space for your forehead to come down, you can guide it down, or maybe bring your forehead to rest on the tops of your palms. Start to settle in once you have found that place to come in and get quiet. Begin to tune into your breath. Notice how it feels to fill the back of your body. Notice how it feels as the back of your body sinks down, allowing your heart to come even closer to the earth. And you can stay here. You might keep your elbows rooted on your mat as you bring your palms to touch. Your fingers can point away from you, or maybe your fingers start to point up to the sky as you settle into Anjali Mudra. And as you continue to breathe here, offer some gratitude to the universe, to the higher power that you believe in, for this rainy day, for all that it offers you, the different moments of rest, the moments of productivity, And send some gratitude for yourself for being open to allowing yourself to be in each moment of rest, of productivity. Take another big breath in and let it go. Feel your palms releasing down and away from Anjali Mudra. Feel your fingers spreading along your mat. Take your breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands over to one side. They might stay on your mat, they might come off of your mat. You might be on palms or fingertips. Just a place where your hips can sink down. And you guide the breath into that open side. Feel a big breath in. Guide your hands back onto your mat. And the big breath out as the hands walk over to the other side. Feel both your shoulders and hips sink down as you breathe out. And let your next breath in, walk the palms back to center, shoulder distance apart. Let your exhale press you up into your tabletop shape. Give yourself space to bring the knees underneath your hips, palms underneath your shoulders. Gaze is down, so the back of your head is gently pressing open to the sky. Feel your right leg extend out to the side and let your foot come down onto the ground. Toes might be pointing forward. Maybe the toes point away. Anything you need to help ground that whole foot down into the earth. Let your inhale pull your heart forward and through. Little cow here. Feel the tailbone lift. And the exhale to round in your back. Big breath to open your heart, that hip. And the exhale to bring it in. Take another big inhale. And the exhale out. Let your inhale lengthen your spine. And your exhale to bend your right knee and slide your foot back, coming into your tabletop. Take your inhale in your tabletop, press down. And your exhale to lift and extend your left leg out to the side. Feel your foot coming down. Keep a little softness in your knee. And adjust your palms so that they stay stacked. Your inhale to shine your heart through. Your exhale to arch and round. Feel that flow of breath like water, right? Coming in and washing out. Feel your inhale lengthen your spine, lengthen the gaze. And the exhale as the left knee bends and your knee comes back in. Turn yourself so that you come to face the long side of your mat. You're still in your tabletop, so adjust so the wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Take an inhale. Let your exhale lift the right knee and extend your right leg out to the side, coming down with that foot. Walk your hands close to your body and let a breath in, lift and roll your spine all the way up. Take an exhale to open your arms out to the sides. Settle into the feeling of anchoring into your foundation, where your body connects with the earth. And let the breath lift your heart up to the sky. Feel your right hand come down to the side of your leg. And the breath in as the left fingers reach up. Feel your breath out. Perhaps take those fingers over your head. Guide the breath into your left side. Feel yourself still lifting with every inhale. And let the breath in pull you up, fingers out to the sides. And the breath out as the left hand tips down. Feel it press down, fingers spread. And maybe the breath lifts the right fingers up. Gaze might look up. You might stay lifting. Maybe a big exhale to sweep those fingers over. Think about expansion. Right? Let your mind settle into the feeling of your ribs reaching out to the sides with every breath in. And how it feels to soften everything with every breath out. Take another inhale. And with your exhale, feel the right fingers reach forward. Feel your heart turning down to the ground. And watch your fingers as they keep falling until they connect with the earth. Feel the palms walking back into center. Shoulder distance apart. And you bend into the right knee and feel your knee coming next to your left. Take a big breath in to breathe into your cow. Heart shines forward, tailbone lifts. And the exhale to round, arch, drop your gaze to your belly. Big inhale. Big exhale. Let your inhale lengthen you forward. And your exhale to lift your left knee. Keep the leg nice and long as you press your foot down. And adjust your foot as you need to so your knee feels safe. Right? You can still keep a soft bend there. Let the palms walk in to your body. And let a breath in lift you up. Right? Let the breath help you. Big exhale to extend and expand. Let the breath slow down. You have that power. Slow the breath. Slow the mind. Feel the left hand lovingly touch the side of your leg. And the inhale as the right fingers reach up. Maybe staying here, lifting. Or maybe an exhale as the fingers journey over to the left side. Can you allow the breath to support you? Help you find that lift and lightness. And help you find that feeling of calm. Feel the inhale, reach all the fingers out to the sides, open your heart. And the exhale to tip the right palm down, press it down. Inhale to lift the left fingers up. Maybe that exhale to carry your fingers over if it calls to you. Feel the shoulders slide away. And breathe into the space in front of your hips. Big breath in. Let your breath out. Turn your heart down as the left fingers reach over and forwards. Maybe your drishti follows your fingers as they come all the way down. And the palms walk back into center. Follow them with your gaze. Underneath the shoulders. Take your inhale. And feel the exhale as your left knee bends and comes back underneath you. Ground into the earth as you walk yourself back to face the front of your mat in your tabletop shape. You're welcome to bring your blocks in or whatever you like to use as blocks underneath your hands if that calls to you. Right, underneath the shoulders. If you'd rather stay with your palms on the ground, you're welcome to do that. Take your inhale to extend your right leg towards the back of your mat. Your exhale to bend your knee, draw it in towards your nose, and step your foot up to the front of your mat. Now, if you don't want to come forward and through with your chest, right, you can always walk your hands over to the left side and step your foot up however many steps you need. Guide your legs so your feet, or your hands rather, are framing your foot. All right. Guide the left hand or right hand onto your thigh. Take an inhale as your other palm presses into your thigh and your spine lifts up to the sky. Settle here. Right, let that front foot root down. Feel the back knee and your foot drawing in as you allow your hips to drop down. So maybe as you inhale again, you feel that lift. You feel that sense of work as your spine draws up and your core engages. And the breath out helps your hips to sink down and find some ease. Feel your left hand come to the outside of your right leg. Take your inhale. Let your exhale shine open your heart to the right side, maybe opening your right arm to the back. And if your right arm is extending, you're reaching those fingers as much as you're pressing down into the earth, and as much as you're lifting up. Breath comes in, breath comes out. Now, depending on what you need in this moment, your left hand can stay rooted on your leg. Maybe with some openness and curiosity, the left fingers reach forward, really opening the heart space. Take another inhale. Exhale it out. With control, take your inhale and reach all the fingers forward. Gaze is soft. With control, let your exhale bring your hands to the inside of your leg. Walk your foot, your left or right foot rather, to the outside of your mat or the width of your mat. You might take your hands a little bit further away from your shoulders so that the fronts of the hips can drop down. Deepen the breath as sensations deepen. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Slowly walk your palms underneath your shoulders so that you can just gently press your hips back and step or walk your right foot to the back of your mat. Come on into anything you need here. Maybe that is a couple of cat and cows with your breath. Maybe you're feeling called to roll in your hips, or perhaps coming down into Balasana. Wherever you are, give yourself a big breath in through the nose. Sigh it out of your mouth. Make some sound. Another like that, in through the nose. Sigh it out. Whenever you're ready, you'll meet me back in your tabletop. Take your breath in. Let your exhale lift your left knee and press your left foot away. Feel that extension in the back of your leg. Breathing in. Let the breath out. Draw knee into nose. You might round your spine, pull your leg in to your chest. Maybe hop it up in between your hands. Or maybe again, your hands walk over to the right side and you take a couple of moments to step your foot on up. Frame your foot. Welcome your blocks in or your supports at any time. Right? Trust that you know when you'll need them. You might like to take your back knee a little bit further back as I did, just to give your hips some space to start sinking down. And you can always stay here, right? We can stay in a low Anjaneyasana, low lunge. If it calls for you to be a little bit more dynamic, let a breath in, bring your left hand to your left leg. Breathe out to press yourself up and feel the right palm stack on top. Adjust yourself as you need to feel stable. Slow your breath. Maybe as you inhale, the right hand finds the outside of your left thigh. Perhaps your exhale twists your heart to the left, and your left hand might stay resting on your leg, maybe your hip, maybe that arm extends out behind you. Feeling that breath come into the front of your heart, the front of your shoulder. And feel the exhale softly helping you to twist. Right hand might stay, or maybe you extend your fingers out. Let your heart open. Let your gaze be soft as you breathe. With control, the inhale guides the left fingers forward, spine to center. Feel the exhale. Slowly bring your palms all the way down to the inside of your leg. Guide your palms about hip distance, or rather shoulder distance apart. And maybe your foot walks out a little bit wider, right? It can stay. It can give your legs some space or your hips some space if that calls to you. Let the foot root down. Take a big inhale to lengthen through your spine. Find that length. Let the exhale help you to sink down. On a rainy day, it might be nice to just let yourself flow, right? Allow yourself to do what calls to you. And oftentimes when we're thinking about this idea of flowing with life, this comes from our hip space. When we are more resistant to that flow, right? Resistant to the energy that is life. That can often be where we experience tightness in our hips or pain. So send one more big breath down into your hip space. Let the belly fill. Make a little O with your mouth and blow it out. One more breath like that. Big, slow, deep breath. Fill your belly, feel the front, the outer hips. Make a little O. Start to press into your palms. Shift your hips slowly back so that your foot can come around to the back of your mat. Come into, again, anything you feel called to. That can be balasana. It can be a movement. Maybe you tuck the toes and press your hips up into Adho Mukha Svanasana, your downward facing dog. Whatever or wherever you choose to be. Find that lightness with the inhale. Sink into the release as you exhale. If you're in your downward dog, you'll lower your knees back down. And wherever you are, bring your legs out in front of you. Come on into a comfortable seat. And if that means sitting up on something, you're welcome to bring anything that can help you in. So we will be practicing a mudra. We'll be in some stillness for a few moments. And the mudra that we will practice today is Hansi Mudra. So Hansi Mudra is the gesture of the inner smile. or the gesture for laughter. This is a mudra that might help you bring in some positivity, a feeling of joy, some lightness, which we hopefully have experienced on our mats in moments today. So to practice Hansi Mudra, you'll bring your pointer fingers, your middle fingers, and your ring fingers. The tips of those fingers are going to touch the tips of your thumbs. And then your pinky fingers are going to stay up extended nice and long. You'll flip your palms so that they come, the backs of your hands come down to the backs of your legs, or the tops of your legs. And this is Hansi Mudra. You can even see your pinkies like a little smile. So when you're ready, start to close your eyes. Settle into the lightness of your spine as it lifts. Feel your sits bones anchoring down into earth. Feel that smile of your pinky fingers. Now guide your awareness to where all the tips of your fingers are touching each other. Like a little flower that's just waiting to bloom. Now feel that within your heart space, and the breath itself allows that small little bud to slowly open, petal by petal. Perhaps as you feel this beautiful flower blooming within your heart space, a smile comes to your face. Feel your physical body. Feel your mind. Honor what you feel emotionally. And feel this lightness beginning to shine and glow, so that you feel as though your whole self is softly glowing in light, in loving energy. Slowly begin to release Hansi Mudra by spreading your fingers and thumbs and stretching them. Breathe into your open palms. And maybe your smile even grows as you sense all of the infinite possibilities that are available to you on your rainy day. How do you choose to respond to the rain and the clouds? You are welcome to stay here in a seated meditation. If you would like to come into traditional Shavasana, your eyes can stay closed or you can open them as you start to bring yourself down to the ground. Traditional Shavasana is with your legs long, but if that isn't calling to you, your feet can stay on the ground. It might feel nice to walk your feet out wide and guide your knees to kiss. You can come into any shape you need that feels truly comfortable for your physical body. So wherever you choose to be, feel the eyes close again. Feel your whole physical body releasing and softening into earth. Release all attachments, the ragas, and let yourself rest. If it calls for you to stay in your meditation or Shavasana, please stay as long as you need to. If you would like to close your practice with me, just start to return your awareness to your breath. Guide some movements into your fingers and toes. Perhaps with a big breath in, your arms reach over your head. And you feel the inhale pull your body long, stretching and opening, maybe yawning or sighing. Feel your feet one by one coming down onto earth. And one by one, your knees come into your chest. Give yourself a little hug, a squeeze. Feel your shoulders away from your ears as you rock side to side. Feel your body tumble over to one side. Your head rests in your arm, and your eyes stay closed. Still feel that lightness. Feel the gentle glow that is within you and around you. Feel a palm come down to earth and slowly guide yourself up into a closing seat of your choice. Sit as you need to. Bring your palms again in Anjali Mudra. Seal this practice with your love. Take a big breath in and let it go. Open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you all for your practice, and I will see you next time.